Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for stay with us in our live transmission today. So we have a nice case today, and also it's very important, to have some cases that we can discuss in our live endoscopy channel online through YouTube. So first and all, I would like to say thank you to all the physicians around the world. More than 80 countries were connected with us during our live transmission online course that was during the 5 and 6 August. Was a really nice and for us was very a very nice course with the faculties from around the world. So I would like to say thank you also to the faculties, but more than all, say thank you to all the people that was connected. We had 7,500 physicians subscribed to course and more than 80 countries. So this is a big hug from us. I would like to say again thank you, because I believe it's the biggest congress online from one center, and for us we increased from 5,000 physicians from last year to 7,500. So we hope for the next year 1,000 physicians. And also I want to apologize because of some problems that we had at the beginning of the transmission, but it was 5,000 physicians connected at the same time, and the platform had a small collapse because of too much people, but we're working on that for the next year. So today I have a very nice case. This is a female with 56 years old that coming to us because of abdominal pain and nausea. And the patient have a pseudocyst, pancreatic pseudocyst. So we want today to perform a drainage of this pseudocyst. So I am in position now. I will use an Axios stent, and I want to show you a little bit of the characteristics of the pseudocyst. There is some areas of pus, I believe, and I don't see wound, I don't see necrosis, but this pseudocyst need to be drained. Okay, so there is some guidelines that say when the pseudocyst is very clear, it's better to use plastic stent, and less than, and then you don't need to remove the stent after, and all the things using pigtails and the standard technique. But when we have this kind of lesions, you see very not homogeneous like this one, I think it's better to use luminal apposital stent. First, because we can do it faster, and second, because we can perform a very good drainage and faster drainage. So there is a lot of security. Some cases, some series showing that some bleeding can appear, but it is very important to see if on the CT scan if there is any kind of aneurysm or something like that. In those cases, you can use a plastic stent inside the Axios, for example, the lamps that you will use it. So today I will use a hot Axios. I want to say thank you also to Boston Scientific to be a partner in our live endoscopy course, and I want to explain to you. So Axios is a lamps, luminal apposital metallic stent, the first one, one of the first one that appears, and was the first one to have a cautery in the distal part. So I can perform direct. I can perform the fistulotomy, the fistula using the cautery and going inside, as I will show you. But first, before that, we need to do it to see if there is any vessel. So I am very sure that there is not vessel, and I can work directly now. So the second is that it's easier. So have 4 steps that we need to follow, and I will do it. Just 1 second. I want to have a very good position now. I'm not inside. I want to see if I am very well positioned inside or not, so I cannot arrive to pass. What to do in those cases? So I will remove my Axios. I will use a standard needle before to pass guided, because these pseudocysts have more than a year. So I prefer to reperform and try to go inside using a guide wire. Don't be scared if you pass it and and you didn't reach the pseudocyst. Sometimes it's difficult. Not too much, but sometimes could be the position, could be the position of the patient, could be a lot of things during that. So I will pass my needle, and it's very important to see that sometimes could be easier, and sometimes you need to use the guide wire, and you need to use the needle. You see, now I am inside. I will do an aspiration, you see, and you see the pus here very well. And now I will pass a guide wire, and I will pass my Axios through the guide wire. This technique I also use when I will do a biliary tract drainage. Sometimes it appears easier, but it's not easier, okay? So I am inside. Now, my technician push the guide wire, and I will be here using the guide wire. Okay. It's okay. You can see the guide wire through the US. And now I will use the lamps through the guide wire to be sure and to avoid that the Axios goes another way. So I will use a 10 by 10 Axios, right? 10 by 10 millimeter. So for a moment, déjame handle es. So you can see the steps here. So we have step number 1 going down, step number 2 open up, then step number 3 going up again, and then step number 4. Step number 1 is just for going inside. Okay. Yeah. Cuidado la guía. So it's very important to have your guide wire inside, huh? So now I am better. Necesito que tengas la guía. It's very difficult, huh? Now I am inside, you see? The wall of the pseudocyst was very, very hard. Now we have the Axios open, you see? And now I will open the Axios. Perfect. So you can see one side inside the gastric wall, the lumen, the other side inside the pseudocyst. I remove everything, and now I will pass a gastroscope just to perform an aspiration, faster aspiration. You can see here, see? The Axios is well positioned, and let's do an aspiration. Me das imagen endoscópica, por favor. That's why this patient had a lot of abdominal pain and fever during the last time. So you see there is pus inside. So now we need to see the pus going out. There is necesito una imagen endoscópica. Okay, now you see the pus going out. You see very well. Look, a lot of pus. So the patient will relieve with this, huh? No, I don't. And I love to go inside. No, not inside, but just to do an aspiration. You see here, huh? If you want, you can send to culture this from the needle. When you do it, this is another advantage sometimes to do it when the patient have fever, to use the needle. But moreover, when you try to go inside and the pseudocyst wall is very hard, it is very difficult to go through. So sometimes it's better to go through the guide wire, guided by the guide wire. So now the pus is coming out. So the patient will relieve a lot with this, and we will send to have a culture of this material. So we will start antibiotics for sure now, and the culture we will say to us if we need to adapt this or not. Okay. Well, I finish my transmission. I will close. Thank you so much for staying with us, and please be part of Enda Club. It's a free endoscopy club with a lot of advantage, and follow us in our web page and also in our YouTube channel. Thank you. We close. Cerramos la transmisión.